that allowed for a lot more chances for Lucio, but it was made really difficult by the fact that Heals Good was extremely comfortable understanding that, look, I'm not going to be able to secure this edge guard, so I'll back up to the ledge and just maintain a strong position where if you neutral get up, if you roll get up or jump, I'm going to be able to cover that really well and just send you right back off stage. So it might not get the kill, but if I just keep getting a second, third, fourth chance at this, eventually I'm going to catch you with a bad enough mistake that I get the kill. That being said, enough about Lucio Heals Good. It's all about Rishi and Torna now. Torna bringing out the Wrastor, and of course, Rishi going to be coming through with the... sorry, I had thought I would have it pulled up a little bit faster. Good gracious. Rishi going to be with the Loxodont. Rishi being a melee player overall, but I'm excited to see... I'm excited to see the Loxo. Got a couple of buffs, but still not feeling like the greatest from what I've heard from like Fabs as well as Ritual, two other Rivals 2 casters who both, as far as I'm aware, main Loxo. So
yeah, I think it's a I think a lot of casters actually made Lox for some reason. I'm not sure exactly why, but it's very common. So
I think it's just he's got so much swag to him, you know, like that down tilt.
Is that a hit though? Is that a hit? Oh,
that's
let's go when Wrastor does it. I'm just saying.
Yeah, I mean, we knew you were gonna do that, Wrastor. Come on.
Yeah, come on.
Every Wrastor does that. Not every Loxo does what Mr. Smash God Rishi was doing.
Yup. And just a nice F strong to get it done. Yeah. So from what I understand in the patch, they made the strong attacks like a little bit more consistent at hitting and killing. So that's actually a huge deal for Loxo, who, even though being a big body, had some struggles killing. Like the main way to kill was either back air or neutral B in the air. So it was definitely a difficult spot to be in when your opponents were at hypersense and your like main aerials you use are not quite getting the kills. But yeah, right now this patch seems to be a slight buff for Loxo, but still, I believe this is what a lot of people would consider best character in the game versus worst character in the game.
Yeah, I mean, you were talking about that kill potential. I think a lot of that, we're going to see some of that get exacerbated within this matchup, where Wrastor is going to be able to find some of these linear recoveries and punish them. Just, if Torna gets the time to figure out Rishi's recovery routes, then all of a sudden that's going to be a big problem in the long run. Meanwhile, this Loxo gonna have to be able to find the raw kill hits and looking for it off stage and going to possibly be dying for it.
No, back air actually sends like pretty high up, so you know, utilizing that as the like edge guard of choice actually just reset the situation, allowing Rishi to get out of that spot and Torna to not really be able to continue the edge guard as it gave back the ledge for free. But it's a very, very close set so far. Still looking for a big opening. Still looking for one more confirm. The meatball off the top, not enough to do it yet, but we're getting pretty close to that percent, and we are all charged up. We got the magma on deck. The forward throw gets the kill. One of the strongest kill throws in the game on that Loxodont.
Yeah, which definitely very needed. And look at that, Rishi gonna be able to get the ledge and avoid Torna finding the follow up with that down air. Kind of a brutal kill confirm that I've seen it from a lot of different Wrastors, not just Torna, but then also like Judge, shout outs to him, you know. So far though, playing nice and patient, got the airstream up, able to go ahead and maneuver a little bit more around Rishi, but Rishi has done a really good job of playing nice and patient, just trying to secure the area, and look at that, avoiding that down air confirm afterwards.
Yeah, trying to get a little tech chase in there, not gonna get it, but still just a ton of percent advantage here for Rishi. And I see Torna hasn't quite gotten those like big confirms on deck that I've seen out of some of the other Wrastors. You know, they're like 2 or 3 hit combos that just lead you into death. But I think that's one of the things I've noticed out of the melee players playing this game is their smash DI is really good. Like, they are constantly able to smash DI these early confirms and get out of situations that a lot of the other players I have not quite seen. And that's just one of those things that's like bred into you when you play melee. Like there are a bunch of moves that if you don't smash DI them, you just die at stupid early percents. So Rishi,
dude,
very aware.
Why is Loxo's eye? Look at Loxo's eye. It's the only part that's just not pixelated. It is so normal compared to the rest, like being that classic pixely vibe. I don't know. That just threw me for a loop when I noticed it.
Yeah, I think tusks are also like fairly non-pixely, but yeah, I get what you mean. It is also funny because I don't think the chat can see is seeing that screen. They're seeing a different screen with just the 3D render for Loxo.
Oh yeah. That's right.
It just looks like we're talking about nothing.
for those who want to know, go pop into a game real fast with Loxo, just against a level 0 CPU, get the win real fast, and just look at the classic skins eye. It threw me for a loop. I'll keep it a buck.
The retro skins are definitely very funny.
They're dope. I love them. I gotta say though, we are seeing Torna get thrown for a loop here, all the way up to 73%. I mean, Rishi might be coming through with what is commonly considered the worst character, and of course Wrastor considered maybe the best, but it is not looking quite that way when you are watching this matchup play out.
Yeah. Some people in the chat are disagreeing with us. Once again, I did not state my opinion. I just said what people have been saying. I don't know yet. I haven't played enough to really give a full list. But Wrastor being able to do that gives him a very good contention for just, one of the best players in the game. Sorry, one of the best characters in the game. Knowing that
stand by it. One of the best players in the game, Wrastor.
Yeah. Hold on a second. I'll be right back.
Alrighty, going to go ahead, trying for those F tilts and everything. Getting caught by the Nair, and look at that. Torna really trying to force the issue off stage, but Rishi able to get the kill and keep it nice and even so far. Love to see that.
By the way, sorry, somebody just decided it would be a good idea to vacuum right next to me, so I had to...
That sounds great. You don't have people vacuum while you're casting?
It actually helps me, focus to have a vacuum going right next to me.
Same. I actually skipped taking my ADHD medication and
just have someone running a vacuum right next to you.
Exactly.
Hell yeah.
It's always helped me. But you know what? There might not be any help for this Wrastor as they keep getting locked off stage, and this Loxodont is coming through, forcing the issue.
I mean, it's dead even right now. I mean, it feels like the early kill has just made all the difference. And okay, trying to go for that F strong, but that was not the input I think that Torna wanted. I think that was supposed to be a reverse up special maybe instead of a neutral special, but still not going to be getting a kill until that dash attack into the back air. Back air, like I said, one of the strongest kill options for Lox, outside of maybe neutral special. But we are dead even on this game, a lot closer here for Torna as Rishi hasn't quite found that suffocating advantage state we saw in the previous game, I mean.
Rishi slowing down, finds the back air, gets the Nair hits afterwards. Such a brutal swing of the axe to be able to fight against. And now, all the way up to 71, the meatball coming through and forcing the issue with those double forward air swings. And now, it's finally Torna's turn to try to find some advantage.
Yeah, and back throw sets up a really good tech chase, but still not enough to really get the kill going. And I like the floor hug there. Gets the Loxo out of that situation. Rishi in a relatively okay spot, but now up in the air versus this bird. Not where you want to be. Utilizing the burst to get out of there. But, okay. How is trying to get out of this corner. Just fights his way out. Now hits the F strong, almost killing. Great TI though for Rishi. But the down tilt, I honestly think that might be one of the best moves in the game, that down tilt. It's just brutal. So good. Always sets up directly into that forward strong. Always gets the sweet spot. There's no way to mess it up. I don't know. I'm really liking that down tilt from a lot of Wrastors. It's just so good at getting the kill. That's honestly, it's all about getting the kills.
Dude, down tilt is one of the most consistent moves across the roster. I mean, of course, we just saw Wrastor's down tilt. That thing confirms into so much. The same thing goes for Rano's down tilt, for example.
Yeah.
And then Fleet's a little bit harder to confirm. It's not quite as big, but it still does a pretty good job overall within her kit. And then you also have Claren's that we saw multiple sets now, where it just secures so much space and is such a good poking option, and Arcanes for setting up for tech chases. It's kind of crazy. Just learn how to down tilt, you'll probably be fine.
Yeah, for sure. But I think Wrastor is the best. That one's my personal opinion. I think Wrastor has the best down tilt in the game. But all right.
All right, chat, argue. Right now, I need you to crucify him. Crucify him. He is saying for sure #1 character in the game is Wrastor, and Loxodont is bottom 1 for sure because the down tilts.
Down tilt. Who is a better down tilt? Clearly Wrastor. Therefore, best character in the game. That's
you said it.
That's how it works. I don't make the rules. I just tell them to people. Oh, and really great shield drop back air there. I mean, shield drops are going to be something that, you know, is definitely going to be on the forefront of Melee players' minds. I mean, just a lot more prevalent, and it's just so much easier in this game than it is in Melee. You're just like, oh, I can just shield drop, and I don't, like, spot dodge randomly half the time. I don't need to make notches on my controller. It's just like chill. Let's go. So
hey, you know what? We take those. As Torna definitely takes those forward throws into the F strongs. Of course, a little bit of a weird thing to play against Wrastor is, you know, understanding that those strong attacks aren't coming on the stage, but instead in the air. Fun little unique thing to this character within platform fighters. That being said, we're seeing Rishi go ahead, push Torna to the brink of those ledges. Unable to keep the confirms rolling though. Up tilt, not finding the up air, and instead we're going to see that command grab coming through from Torna.
Yeah, this is a really important spot here from Torna. Really needs to keep this pressure going, because I feel like whenever Rishi gets back on a stage, it just really shows how good he is at taking advantage of just any mistakes from Torna and just keeping the pressure going, getting these a lot earlier kills. And nice parry. Has the like sort of fake slipstream out there. It's just sort of hanging out there as like a testament to your mistake. I love that.
You just get reminded of the mental game the whole time, like, oh, I couldn't clear that, come on. That being said, you know what? We got a stock cleared from Rishi. Slipstream up and ready. That side B, unable to get the confirm into the downer. Brutal command grab to get hit by when you're off stage.
Yeah. And another situation where just like this advantage state has been so good. You keep holding in versus these forward airs, and they're gonna keep coming. That was funny. That was very similar to like a Marth forward air string, where it's just like, oh, they held in versus weak fair. I'm just gonna keep doing it, and eventually they're gonna be sent all the way off.
Yeah, no, GG's and a handshake. Call it a day, you know. Will say, love the strings from the up airs. This axe, you know, might look like a brutal, deadly weapon, but so many of these moves do such a good job of comboing and. That was a horrifying setup right there with the neutral B.
It's actually like kind of surprising we haven't seen more neutral Bs out of Rishi. That is one of the best kill options that you can set up into for Loxodont, but I think it's just been hasn't been getting the right hits that confirm into it. And that down air could have been it, but a simple back air gets it done, and we see a 2-0 lead now. Sorry, 2-1 lead now for Rishi.
You don't deserve power.
Yeah, keep it clean, keep it easy. So far, Rishi doing a really good job of finding ways to put Torna into disadvantage and maintain that with those large hitboxes of the axe. As you mentioned, of course, the holding in into those forward airs has allowed Rishi a couple of times to get a lot more damage than maybe typically expected, but even outside of that, Rishi has then gone ahead, reset up with the meatball, send that out there, send it nice and close to get the quick swing to send it hurtling at Torna at times, and then even starting to throw in some of those parries on the slipstream to go ahead and shut down some of Wrastor's game plan has been really nice. Now, though, heading into game number 4, let's see what we got.
Yeah, this is definitely going to be really a testament to see how the advantage state is going to work out for these players. I think right now, just Rishi has been the one who has really been putting the onus on Torna to make things happen, because it's just been this consistency of kills has been coming out from Rishi, whereas on the other side, it feels like Torna has been having to work really, really hard to get them. So I'm liking Rishi just, you know, executing the same game plan and force the adaptation on the other side to occur.
Yeah, and I think a big part of that just comes from, as you mentioned, Torna, they haven't always had that combo game on deck, but as I say that, we're going to see it come right out in spades and getting that kill at 103 off stage.
Yeah, that's one of the things you like expect to see a lot more often when you're dealing with when you're dealing with Wrastor. It's just this crazy, like carry you all the way across the stage with a couple of fairs or a couple up airs and end it with that forward strong. But yeah, like I said, haven't seen too much of it. Now, though, seems to be a lot more in effect.
Yeah, now I love how Torna also playing nice and patient off that ledge, not wanting to get up too quickly. That being said, Rishi coming down with that landing back air, going to be able to cleanly secure that kill. And now up 100%, though, that is a lot of damage to be able to make up. But we've seen Rishi get mad early kills, but this time we're going to see the mad early kill come from Torna. And now Rishi put on notice that Game 5 is knocking on the door.
Although, great answer back right now and almost gets the catch on the ledge cancel, but fighting forward. Just a little bit of tickle on the other side. 3 big hits, although it could be... Oh my god. What? Just reads that downward angled side special. It's just like, nah, that's not happening. Sorry, down special.
Ain't happening today, baby. No. You stay in your zone or you are going to be taught a lesson here. Slipstream coming through, gets the command grab too. We are rocking with a little bit of damage here. Torna really trying to put out the work, but so far Rishi starting to find a lot more hits.
Yep, and another pickup here from Torna. Oh, although Rishi answering back double fair. Not enough to get the stock just yet, but you can see neutral B. Oh, went for a neutral air reset. I think that might have killed with the neutral B. Hard to say. Although, right now, Rishi is in the corner. Once again, the slipstream is here. Makes it so difficult to get out, but Rishi found his way through and now finds a backer. That might be it. Yes, that is the set. As once again, Rishi just found his way back into that game. It felt like he had no business winning. But
Rishi
back air is strong.
Through. That was so good by Rishi to go ahead and seal it out. I mean, you mentioned the attempt at the neutral air 1 into the hitfall, which we saw that a couple of times. That was a nice setup of combos that we saw from Rishi come through, where it would be like a forward air into like the extension off stage just to secure some extra damage. There were moments where we would see like the down air stomp into a quick nair 1 hitfall to extend the combo out. And there were a lot of nice little intricacies that you don't always put in with when you think about a heavy. You don't always think about that crazy combo game.
Yeah, that was I mean, it was actually wild because it felt like he was going, blow for blow with Wrastor as Loxodont, which is just, Wrastor is one of the most combo heavy characters in the game, right? Like the character who has the ability to just continuously string you all the way up, literally from 0 to death in certain circumstances. But it felt like Loxodont was keeping up. So maybe this evaluation as worst character in the game, not quite accurate. There could be